Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email us, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. Today, we're discussing a lovely 2003 launch. The example in my hand was retailed in 2006. It's the rarely seen and sophisticated Vacheron Constantin Malte dual-time regulateur, a watch that is everything its name implies, plus a certified chronometer. It's beautifully sized in white gold. This is 38.5 millimeters in diameter, 11.5 millimeters thick, 46.2 millimeters from lug tip to lug tip, with a 19 millimeter spacing in between the lugs. Now, when you throw it on the wrist, my wrist is 16 centimeters in circumference, it wears beautifully. This could be worn by him, it could be worn by her, suitable for a wrist as small as 14 centimeters in circumference. It's quite flat, flush, sits under a cuff, a dress watch par excellence, but not so dainty that you can only wear it with formal attire. A handsome, comfortable watch and a rewarding companion. It's got a lot to offer, and my wrist wears it well. You can see it'll fit underneath a sleeve from over the top, which exaggerates the width of a watch. You can see the lugs are still well on board the edge of my wrist. And then down the barrel, I've got clearance for days on either side. The strap is high grade, as you can see, calfskin on the bottom, and an excellent condition strap as seen from the top. You can see there's no crimping or gouging. Large rectangular scale, alligator leather. When you have large symmetrical rectangular scales, you know you're looking at a very high quality cut of the animal. It's a semi-gloss finish. There's a monotone stitch, a lacquered edge for refinement. You can see it as a sheer cut side. We have a Vacheron Maltese cross style matching white gold pin buckle. This is the reference 42005. There was a time when the Malte collection consisted of watches with these lovely flowing and remarkably robust lugs. It wasn't initially a tonneau case collection. There was a time when the Malte series, more often than not, meant this lug profile on a specific type of watch in the Malte line. So this is an awesome watch because, first of all, the case is handmade and exquisitely handmade. This is true welded lug case construction. So not only does it uphold Vacheron's really intergenerational tradition of beautiful and audacious lug design. That is Vacheron's single enduring design tradition. Not cases, not specific models, but lugs. Vacheron has always been a master of lugs, and welding lugs to a case by hand and then hand finishing the seam between them is a true art. Now, it's more than that because this handcrafted case also includes a beautiful engraving on the reverse. And then you open up that engraved case back. It is a Hunter case back. And you can see the movement, which is Frederic Piguet based, but we'll get there in a moment. Now you can see there's a little bit of a burnishing here. This is old school white gold, where you have rhodium plate on a white gold base. That's how Vacheron did it in the very early 2000s. So you can see there's a little bit of a warmth. From some angles, there's a little bit of a yellowing where the rhodium has been burnished through. And so you could see what raw traditional white gold actually looks like. And I would keep it exactly like this. I think the patina is really cool, and it adds an aesthetic dimension to this watch. There are those who would say that a watch launched in 2003 is now neo-vintage, and I'm not going to argue. I think back in the 1990s, we all considered the 60s and the 70s to be pretty solidly vintage, and as the early 2000s recedes further and further, these watches are starting to feel that way, both in style and in substance. Now, we've got a second time zone on the dial, and you set it using a little toggle, which is incredibly user-friendly. We have a large Maltese cross on the crown, and we've got a little index that allows us to set the radial date down at the bottom of the dial, which is coaxial with the running seconds. Regulator. So like the regulating clocks featured in old school watchmaker studios, we have a separate indication of the hours, the minutes, and the seconds, which is why it is regulateur. Now you can also see an upscale dial with white gold hands, some of which have been frosted, for example, the minutes and the hours. For better contrast on the dial base, we have white gold indices outboard of the minutes, a chemin de fer, or a railroad track for the minutes to be read. You can see we have a little bit of an azurage or a concentric pattern on the date track. The dual time moves in sync with the primary hour. Pull out the crown. Now everything moves in corresponding step. It is a chronometer, a COSC chronometer, and a rare example of a Holy Trinity watch that is chronometer certified. We don't see them too often from any of the Holy Trinity members. All this is 30 meters water resistance, so dress watch water resistance. Take a look at the freehand engraving on the case back. You get the best of both worlds, the solid gold case back, but then also the display. Now, this is based on the 1150. It's called the Frédéric Piguet 1160. Vacheron calls it the 1206. And then it's a bit of an alphabet soup. It's the 1206 RDT, so Regulateur du Time. It is the 4 hertz version of the 1150. So the 1150 is 21,600 vibrations per hour. This is the 4 hertz version, 28,800 vibrations per hour. As a result, the twin barrel power reserve is 65 hours rather than 100, but it makes it a better time teller. You could see it's 5-position adjusted, which is the high horology and chronometer standard, a 31 joule movement. The twin barrels visible on one side of the bridge and the oscillator on the other. You can see that the decoration is handsome. Not Geneva hallmark, but to an exceptionally high standard is Frédéric Piguet, whose logo is openly on the movement. You can see it below the balance, right there. Frédéric Piguet is a high horology manufacturer that's built movements for Vacheron, Breguet, Blancpain, Audemars Piguet, and many others. Today it does business as Manufacture Blancpain, and it is effectively the in-house movement arm of Blancpain, but they produced the movement for this watch and to a very high standard. Chronometer certification is no joke. This also gives you a regulator dial, a dual time complication, and these gorgeous welded lugs. So if you love this watch, reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.